We saw a couple of strange and unexpected statistics in Portland metro real estate this last week, but more important than that, we saw a significant drop in residential mortgage rates with what looks like maybe more to come. Let's take a look at our most recent stats and trends. Let's start with one of the oddities, which is the average sale price. This week it came in a whopping 7% higher than last week's number and 6.6% higher than last year at this time. You can see in this graph that this week's number is out of line with what we've been seeing recently, so expect some moderation next week. That's kind of the risk of working with a relatively small set of numbers. We can get the occasional oddball statistic. The supply of homes available for buyers to purchase was down slightly. Not a huge deal given typical market dynamics for this time of year. We should probably expect to see this number decrease throughout the balance of the year. And we should probably have the same expectation with the number of homes that hit the for sale market each week. This week it was down by 8% compared to last week. Buyer demand, measured by the number of new purchase agreements signed by buyers and sellers, was up slightly, just 2%. But keep in mind that this is compared to last week's relatively modest number, and we're still down by about 13.7% compared to the activity that we're seeing last year at this time. The number of days a home spent on the market before sellers received an acceptable offer looks like it jumped up significantly by 11%. But that's because we're comparing to last week's unusual kind of oddball number that we saw. You can see the general trend here. The climb that we're seeing here in the days on market looks to be pretty typical for this time of year, something that we should expect to see throughout the balance of the year. The big news this week is that mortgage rates dropped 0.5 percentage point. On Friday of last week, we were looking at a best case scenario for the 30-year fixed of 7.75%, with rates having been stubbornly stuck in the upper sevens for a couple of weeks now. However, this week things seem to have turned a corner. There were a couple of changes on the financial markets, including the Fed's announcement that they were going to continue to pause on their rate increases to the Fed funds rate, and the yield on the 10-year Treasury continues to recede, which indicates that mortgage rates may or probably will continue to inch down. At least for now, we'll have to wait and see. Things are getting interesting in our market, and I'm kind of excited to see rates coming down. Be sure to join me next week for the latest trends in Portland metro real estate. Please follow this channel if you haven't already, and click the little bell icon to make sure that you don't miss any of the updates. And as always, I would love a like, and please share this video with someone who might need a little bit of perspective. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.